Hello everyone and welcome to CNC, that's clickandclimb.com, and I'm Nitesh and we are going to talk about rates. So what is a rate? A rate is a ratio of two measures that have different units. Now two measures can be two different units such as 15 miles, okay, and 3 seconds. Now these are two different units, miles and seconds. Now we can have another two units such as 20 meters and 5 seconds. Now again, this is meter and this is second, this is miles and this is second. So a rate is nothing but a ratio of two measures and having different units. Alright, now we talk about unit rate. Okay, now what's a unit rate? Now as the word denotes unit means one, so a unit rate has a denominator of 1 unit. Okay, so such as if I write 20 words in 1 minute, so this one is a unit. Okay, in 1 minute, 20 words in 1 minute. Or I can also write 20 words per minute. I mean, no need to write this one because minute means a unit minute, so that's called a unit rate. So a rate is the ratio of two measures of different units, and a unit rate has a denominator of 1 unit. So let's take an example. Okay, suppose there is an international space station, and the orbit, it's in the orbit, and average rate is of this space station is 15 miles in every 3 seconds. The average speed is 15 miles in every 3 seconds. So we can write it as a ratio 15 miles and in 3 seconds. Now, if I want to know that how long will it take the space station to travel 150 miles, okay, so this is 15 miles in 3 seconds. Now we want to find that how many time will it take to cover this much of distance, that is 150 miles. Alright, so 150 and this is 15. So I want to make it 150. So how will I make this 15 150? So I'll just multiply it by 10 and it will become 150. So 15 becomes 150 by multiplying it by 10. So I will also multiply by the same number 10 in the denominator, and the denominator we have 3. 3 times 10 will be 30. So that's gonna be the answer, 30 seconds. Okay, so it will take 30 seconds to travel 150 miles. So this is how we use the rate, 30 seconds in 150 miles. Now let's take an example of a unit rate. Okay, um, suppose the station average speed of the station is, we're taking the same question, 15 miles per 3 seconds. Now we want to denote this as a unit rate. As there is 3 in the denominator, it is not a unit rate. The unit rate, as we've already discussed, it has to be 1 in the denominator. So what we do to make it 1, so we divide the denominator by 3, so denominator becomes 1 second. So I have to do the same in the numerator, that is divided by 3, and I will get 15 divided by 3, that's 5, and that's miles. Alright, so now the unit rate becomes 5 miles per second. That means in 1 second it's gonna cover 5 miles. So this is the unit rate, and this is how we use the unit rates and the rate. All right, now let's take one more example. Like suppose there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch, that we all know. All right, so in 1 inch there are 2.54 centimeters. Now we're gonna find how many centimeters are there in 3 inches. So how many centimeters are there in 3 inches? So we'll just write it as a ratio: 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. Okay, this becomes a ratio. Now I don't know how many centimeters, but in 3 inches. So how will I make 1 as 3? So I'll just multiply this by 3, so it will become 3 inches, and this is inches. Now I want to make in 3 inches how many centimeters. So I'm going to do the same thing with the numerator, that is multiplying it by 3. So if you multiply a 2.54 by 3, you will get 7.62. So in 3 inches there will be 7.62 centimeters. So this is how we use the rate, the ratios. Okay, so this is all about the rates. So thanks very much.